Welcome to Inside the Boardroom, where we sit down with mining executives and crystallize corporate updates for the CEO.CA community. Today, we're digging into a transformational merger that creates 246 million ounces of silver resources in the U.S. Silver47 now has projects across Alaska, Nevada, and New Mexico with year-round exploration potential. Gary Thompson, CEO of Silver47, welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, great to be here.
Well, let's start with the Summa Silver merger. Walk us through what the combined entity looks like and what capabilities have been unlocked for you and your team.
Sure. Well, yeah, it's a merger of equals. We came together to build a silver-focused, high-grade U.S. company, which, viewers may know, there's not a lot of silver stories out there in general, and certainly not a lot of high-grade U.S.-focused silver players. So we're looking to build a premier silver exploration and development company. And like you mentioned earlier, on a combined pro forma basis, over 3 projects, we're something like global resource of 246 million silver equivalent ounces in that 300 to 400 gram per ton range. So pretty excited to get this merger closed up and really get out there and get drilling on these targets.
Mm-hmm. And what will management structure look like?
Yeah, so I'm currently the founder and CEO of Silver47. I'm going to move to executive chairman, and Galen McNamara, which is the current CEO of Summa, he'll assume the CEO role for Silver47. And we have a lot of geos in the mix here now, and I think there's not a lot of attrition on the teams. They're just going to kind of rejig the team a little bit, but yeah, we're going to have a pretty solid technical team to advance this. Red Mountain obviously being the flagship, New Mexico, as you mentioned, and Nevada, U.S.
Well, post-closing of the merger, you'll have 3 projects running simultaneously, if I'm not mistaken. How will you prioritize capital allocation between Red Mountain, Hugh, and Mogollon?
Yeah, so the way we're kind of looking at it is right now we're actively drilling in Red Mountain in Alaska. So Red Mountain is a larger resource, so it's we could consider that maybe the flagship. It's more advanced. We believe that project is not far from critical mass on a PEA level stage project. So see how the drilling goes this year. But the way we're kind of looking at it is, we can drill Alaska from May, June till October, and then shift gears down into New Mexico come September, October, and then we can shift gears again come sort of February, March into Nevada. So I think between the 3 projects, we've got a nice rotation of exploration. It kind of helps our seasonality issue in the fact that we can drill. We're going to be drilling all year round on various different projects and trying to balance that mix of efforts on each project.
Well, if we can actually go a little bit deeper into the Red Mountain project, what are you targeting with the drilling, and when can investors also expect results?
So the Red Mountain project, we have an inferred resource of 168 million silver equivalent ounces at around the 336 grams per ton. So that's 15.6 million tons, and we think we need about 18 plus million tons to get that into the PEA. So we're looking to do significant step-out drilling around the 2. There's 2 resource areas that make up that inferred resource, and we think there's lots of room to grow that. So the main focus for us at Red Mountain this year is going to be just trying to expand that resource to enough material that we can move it into a PEA. So that's the goal for this year. We hope to have a restated resource at the end of the year, early 26. And then again, hopefully that's enough material to make economics on at least an initial PEA level stage project. And then obviously we'd look to try and continue to grow the resource. Now, one of the exciting things about Red Mountain is that it's a very large scale project. It's 620 square kilometers, 60 kilometer trend of prospective geology for VMS and or SEDEX type deposits. So while the main efforts have been focused around the 2 resource areas called West Tundra Flats and Dry Creek, there's lots of potential for new discoveries And so we're continuing to look at that, and some of the boots on the ground type work that we're doing this year. We hope to identify some exciting new targets that we can get some drills on. But the main focus is going to be to try and grow that resource to that critical mass stage.
I mean, beyond new targets, there's also been identification of antimony and gallium alongside silver, gold, zinc. How does it affect the potential economics? Is it significant enough?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. The grades that we're seeing, I think as high as 0.6% antimony and almost 100 grams per ton gallium. What we're trying to understand, and some of the work that we're doing this year, is additional metallurgical work. Now, a lot of the old work on this project did not analyze for antimony and gallium, so we've got significant amounts of recent drilling that does. And so the work that we're trying to do this year is to understand what kind of recoveries we can anticipate based on some new metallurgical work that hasn't been done. Now, it's not in the current resource, so that's one of the things that we're looking at is it going to be significant enough? What kind of recoveries can we get from traditional standard metallurgical processes? And so we think at net, we don't know what it is yet, but we think there's some net positive benefit that was currently not assessed by the previous operators. And let's face it, up till 5 years ago, until we had this whole supply chain issue that we're all experiencing in the West, people, I think the antimony was just given to the refiners, and the refiners benefited from that. Now the explorers and developers are looking at those commodities because, let's face it, antimony went up to $50,000 a ton. So it's actually worth something now. Maybe previously it wasn't. It was a marginal add-on. So we think there's some value add to those commodities. We just don't know what that number is yet. And that's the work that we're going to do this year to see what kind of value add. But that's just an additional bonus to the high-grade silver and gold that we're chasing here.
Well, your stock has doubled since November 2024. I understand this is loaded, but tell us about Silver47's value relative to peers here and what could drive further re-rating.
Yeah, so if you look at the pro forma of the company and given our current market cap, we'll be around $50 or 50 cents per ounce in the ground on a value basis. So market cap over ounces in the ground, 50 cents. So if you look at a lot of our peers, they're trading in the $1 to $2 range for ounces in the ground. And we think that once perhaps, and let's face it, Silver47 is a relatively new name. We've only been trading since November 24. And we think once the general silver investors have a look at this company and see the value proposition in the portfolio of high-grade silver assets in the U.S. that we have, we think that that delta should change, and we fully expect to see us trading closer to the $1 range. So I think it's reasonable to assume that we can get a double from here on a valuation basis.
All right. Well, we'll pin it there for now, Gary. Congrats on the upcoming closing of the merger, and I hope to see you again soon.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Gary Thompson, CEO of Silver47 Exploration. Ticker is AAGA on the Venture Exchange. Thanks for watching.